Episode 3, The Build, Part 1. A shaky foundation yields inauspicious rafters, or so the saying goes. With a tiny house on wheels, the trailer is the foundation. Without the foundation, a house build cannot begin. Tim and Erica's foundation arrived 5 weeks late, with a fresh coat of drippy paint and one fender welded dangerously close to the tire. One might think to oneself, you get what you pay for, but this wasn't even the cheapest 28-foot option that they came upon. Links in the description below. But after an additional deliberations delay, the seller agreed to the terms of a repair and Erica and Tim were soon off to the races. The couple's disdain for the seller diminished slightly with each passing day. Maybe isn't just a sleazy, fully self-interested salesman, Tim would ponder. Maybe was being pushed around by Big Tiny House, the elite consortium of multinational tiny house related corporations, and, therefore only lied repeatedly to us under duress, Erica would suppose. In any event, I'm sure of is a great reliable fellow with a wonderful inventory, and, besides, there's no need to worry. Of every story told of the uplifting power of the collective determination of friends and family to overcome late trailer deliveries needs a villain, a role of paramount importance. And that's exactly what their story is, a real-life reenactment of a fictive adventure not dissimilar to Robin Hood. Unintended oblivious roleplay. These guys are even wearing green, a common theme of Robin Hood and his merry men. But who is our Robin Hood? Who's our Maid Marian? And who gets to be Christian Slater? We know who the sheriff is. The Will Scarlet of the piece might in fact be this man, or perhaps this man, or this one, or this woman, or even this little boy, or every other of these nice people, most of whom belong to a traveling band of tiny house builders. Strategically, try your best to set up your build site somewhere along the band's erratic path of travel and just wait there until they arrive. Luck has a lot to do with it though, and Erica is the lucky half of this couple, so the win goes to her. And victory brings a priceless reward. Erica's our Robin Hood. Congratulations, Erica. By sundown the nomadic band of builders would be on their crazy way, leaving only the auspicious rafters to install. In fact, an envoy would later be sent to help Tim complete the rafter installation. Auspicious indeed. Their contribution is incalculable. All attempted calculations have failed. Let us retrace Tim and Erica's steps thus far. Step 1. They screwed metal sheeting to the bottom of the trailer. Not only does this bottom layer keep bugs and rodents at bay, but it also holds the insulation in place. Convince yourself you enjoy tight, spider-infested spaces and get after it. Step 2. They sealed all the metal seams with metal tape. Step 3. They insulated their subfloor. This consists of the spaces between the beams that make up the trailer. Step 4. They installed the 3/4 inch OSB subfloor. Step 5. They gathered friends, nomadic and stationary, for a productive day of cooperation. Remember to consider all categories of friend, including fair weather and frenemy. Invite them all. Some will come. Those who don't are now dead to you. Tim is Captain Ahab. This blue tarp is a white whale. When you see this photo, think Treasure Island. Look back at the whale and now it's a giant balloon. Around the World in 80 Days, The Odyssey, The Swiss Family Robinson, City Slickers 2, The Legend of Curly's Gold. We'll return after these brief commercial messages. When we return, we'll recap the steps Erica and Tim took to weatherproof their tiny house build. Then, our first ever semi-annual sweepstakes winner, and, finally, some rather bad news. So stay with us for the exciting conclusion of Ted T. Bod T. How, Episode 3, Adventures in Weatherproofing.
Let's talk about faces and the muscles that make them. You exercise your biceps. You sculpt your quads, abdominals and glutes. Powerful people have powerful faces. Be powerful. The Facial Enhancement Workout Regimen by Incredulon Lifestyle Experts.
So true. And we're back. We've been reviewing the necessary procedures to weatherproofing an outdoor tiny house build. We've discussed the harrowing necessity of a giant tarp to keep a vulnerable build dry. We've ignored, at the request of the couple, the story where a sudden deluge set upon the unwrapped and naked build, ruining the fiberglass roof and subfloor insulation. A major setback, but I promised not to bring it up. So let's instead talk weatherproofing procedure. First, a quick recap of the initial 5 steps in weatherproofing already covered in the first segment of this episode. 1. Screw and tape metal sheeting to trailer. 2. Insulate subfloor. 3. Have large tarp on hand. 4. Install OSB subfloor panels. 5. Barn raising event. 6. Install 1/2 inch plywood wall sheathing and 3/4 inch plywood roof sheathing. Cut out windows. 7. Install house wrap. 8. Install fascia with integrated roof vent. 9. Install top quality ice and water shield. 10. Install your roofing underlayment. Now you're safe and dry. Tim and Erica, you can breathe a sigh of relief. No longer will you feel a constant, urgent pressure to wrestle giant tarps over your build. Relax. Set the tarp on fire ritualistically. 10 easy steps. Simple, elegant. You can do it. Keep it dry. As we approach the end of this, our 3rd episode, we are asked to ponder endings in a segment called Bad News. Enjoy. We've received a letter in our inbox from the people upstairs. The letter states that, due to low ratings, our show, Ted T. Bod T. How, might be pulled from the airwaves. If you don't see more episodes in the future, this is the reason. On the other hand, if you were to ring the bell, subscribe, join our Patreon channel, etc., we might just survive to tell another tale. So let's spin it positive. You could be a hero. You could be the single factor that puts us back in the game. You could save the life of an innocent, fragile and defenseless television show. Never mind if you're busy. We understand. You have more important things to do. On the other hand, eye of the tiger, united we stand. See settle a day. Yes, you can. Until next week, when Tim and Erica explore the future in episode 4 of Ted T. Bod T. How. Bye.